A Hindu mob of nearly 200,000 gather around the Babri Masjid with just one collective aim. Led by Hindu nationalist leaders, the mob broke police barricades, climbed the dome of the mosque, and tore it down. 25 years later, the political and social tremors of the Babri Masjid demolition can still be felt. In December 1992, a mob led by Hindu nationalists stormed the mosque and destroyed it. The destruction sparked national and international protests by the Muslim community. But in India, things took a turn for the worse. Towns and cities were swept by rioting between the two communities, and more than 2,000 people were killed, mainly Muslims. The Indian government struggled to come to grips with the crisis and accused the right wing of pre-planning the demolition.
I am quite sure it was pre-planned.
In April 2017, the Supreme Court finally charged senior BJP leaders, including former Deputy Prime Minister L.K. Advani, of criminal conspiracy in the destruction of the mosque 25 years ago. This could mean a maximum prison sentence of up to 5 years, but the verdict is expected to be delivered in 2019. In 1984, the BJP, the current ruling party in India, and the party which many Hindu nationalists turned to, held 2 seats in the lower house of the Indian parliament. Less than 4 years after the demolition, the number rose to 161. Over the years, the BJP has won many state and national elections. The promise to build the Ram Temple on the site of the Babri Masjid has always been a part of their manifesto. December 6th is observed as a black day by Muslims across India. Right-wing Hindu parties mark it as a day of victory. Has the BJP successfully used the Mughal mosque to polarize the people?
Affidavit filed in the Supreme Court, but says that he was present at the crucial law and order meeting chaired by Modi, held on 27th of February. In this meeting, he claims Modi told his officers, this time the situation warranted that the Muslims be taught a lesson to ensure that such incidents do not recur ever again.
I know my truth, I have stated my truth, and I have said that on oath in an affidavit submitted to the highest court of the land.
We'll also discuss the SIT investigations and perhaps take up Bhatt's affidavit. Will it do anything to dent the popularity of BJP's Hindu poster boy?
फिर उनको अलग भूभाग दे दिया गया, बांग्लादेश या पाकिस्तान जाएं, यहाँ क्या काम है उनका?
The Muslims cannot find or rent a house or a flat in any metropolitan city. Is this tolerance we're talking about?
In the last 10 years, 76% of all hate crimes in the country have taken place against Muslims. 90% of those are in the last 5 years, and many of them have to do with beef.
गौ माँ की रक्षा के लिए प्राण हम दे भी सकते हैं, गौ माँ की रक्षा के लिए हम प्राण ले भी सकते हैं।
माता ना मानते हो, उसकी हत्या करते हो, मैंने वादा किया था, ऐसे लोगों के हाथ पैर तोड़वा दूंगा। घर के अंदर नेशनल रजिस्टर ऑफ सिटीजन्स बनाया जाएगा और एक दूसरे को।
The National Citizenship Registry is a register of names of genuine Indian citizens. The register was used in the state of Assam to identify illegal Bangladeshi immigrants in 2018. 4 million people, almost all Muslim, couldn't prove they were living in India before 1971 and were stripped of their citizenship.
Village after village in Muzaffarnagar district torched and ransacked after provocative political speeches sparked hate between communities.
1,300 Muslims used to live in this village, and now, as you can see, there's not a single soul around here. It looks like a ghost town.
State authorities accuse local Hindu nationalist politicians of fanning violence for votes.
The roof is gone, there's nothing here.
What happened?
Can Muslims be worse than what they are today? They have been frightened. This has been the policy of these so-called secular parties, to frighten them, to keep them like in a kind of a cage.
Pick up or Google search any major international newspaper for stories about India in the last month or two, from the New York Times to the Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung. And what do you see? Articles about the lynching of Muhammad Akhlaq, the murder of rationalist Professor Kalburgi, BJP leaders making irresponsible statements about everything from Hindu reassertion to the cleansing of Western cultural influences from India's ethos. The impression has gained ground that India is now governed by obtrusive and intolerant forces determined to put minorities, rationalists and liberals in their place, somewhere not far from the dustbin.
Who admitted what the sabotage going on in Karachi and Balochistan. Modi is a life member of RSS. Congress Home Minister gave a statement that in RSS camps, terrorists are being trained.
Modi दहशतगर्द तंजीम RSS का लाइफ टाइम मेंबर